Welcome to the 2025 Genesis Scottish Open at the Renaissance Club in North Berwick, Scotland. This is golf country, and when in the homeland, one simply must appreciate the beauty of links golf. As such, before we get to the show, let's first take a tour of the Renaissance Club in all of its links style glory. We took a look at the first tee shot. The pot bunker guarding the second hole. The sixth hole. A stadium par 3. The 8th hole tee shot. The 9th hole tee shot. Then we took the long walk to the 10th tee. And up to the green. We checked out the difficult bunkering guarding the 11th. And walked up to the 12th. Then we basked in the beauty of the 13th tee shot. And the approach shot with a beautiful lighthouse in the background. We walked the long par 5 16th hole. And the 17th hole par 3 green. And finally, the long 18th tee shot. And the final approach shot over the rock wall with the clubhouse looming to the left. Okay, everyone satisfied with the Scottish views? Fantastic. Now, let's get to what you're really here for, the gear. Scotland is known for its windy conditions and firm turf, which means most players opt for driving irons. And lower bounce wedge options, as seen in Woo Young Cho's bag. Speaking of Woo Young Cho, we took a look at his entire What's in the Bag setup this week. That's what's great about the Genesis Scottish Open, which is both a PGA Tour and DP World Tour event. So we got to see some players' bags that we normally don't see over in the States, such as Yuto Katsuragawa. Pablo Larrazabal. Julien Gruyere. Fred LaCroix. Connor Syme. Calum Hill. Angel Hidalgo. Adrian Otegi. Marco Penge. And Sam Bairstow. We also checked out the interesting setup of Kita Nakajima, who had some TaylorMade P8CB irons in the bag. If you want more TaylorMade Proto Clubs, don't worry, there's much more on the way later in the episode. But first, we checked out this Scotty Cameron, made for Ryan Gerard. And then this Scotty Cameron, made for Shane Lowry. We also took a look at defending champion Bob McIntyre's setup. Nikolai Højgaard's bag. Chris Gotterup's RSI driving iron. Young Hun Ans 1 iron. Alex Fitzpatrick setup. Adam Scott's ever-changing bag setup. Daniel Berger's clubs. Harris English's bag. Victor Hovland's new Ping IDI driving iron. Jesper Svensson's new Cobra irons. Jordan Smith's setup. Luke Donald's Mizuno irons. Max Gracerman's Raw X Forged irons. And Siwoo Kim's bag. We then watched along as Scottie Scheffler hit wedges. And then watched as Rory McIlroy hit 3 woods. Drivers. And even this custom persimmon driver made by Joe Powell Golf.
I've been going
And that's what we call a certified heater right there.
We also took a look at Rory's iron and wedge setup this week, and the head cover that goes with his custom Joe Powell persimmon driver.
On Tuesday, we saw a TaylorMade M5 driver in Justin Rose's bag. Then on Wednesday, we watched along as he tested a TaylorMade M3 driver. After speaking with Rose following the testing session though, he's going to stick with the trusty Titleist driver that he's been using throughout 2025. We then checked out this awesome one-of-one Genesis car made for the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And these range baskets. and these Sure Golf training aids, which we were told that over 70% of DP World Tour players use. Alright, you wanted some more TaylorMade Proto news? For that, let's go inside the TaylorMade Tour Truck where we got our first look at this new TaylorMade driving iron cover. And the new Prototype 1 iron sitting inside of it. TaylorMade brought out the prototype for player testing this week, and we spotted one in the bag of Guido Migliozzi. And Collin Morikawa. For Morikawa, it was a busy week of switches and testing. We first spotted him testing a custom TaylorMade silver mallet putter and took an in-hand look. But he says he's sticking with the custom black mallet this week, which he first started using in Detroit. We also checked out his Scottish iron setup, which consists of all P7CB irons instead of his usual mixed iron configuration. We also took an in-hand look at his lead tape pack driving iron. And shaft. And then we talked to the man himself, 2021 Open champion Collin Morikawa.
I think people are just catching up. I mean, I did this in college. I used to show up to every event with 3 putters and change mid-tournament. I mean, trust me, I've gotten to the point where I would want to put in 2 putters. At this point right now, it's nice to have this mallet in the bag. I don't quite know what TaylorMade's going to name it, but it's just something I've been familiar with. I've used it in the past. It's a shape that I like. So, you know, I'm just sticking with it. I think all the iterations of it are just messing around with different necks, different offsets, but it's the same putter essentially. I know it comes down to me stroking it, but you have to feel comfortable over the ball.
What would you name it?
The Collin putter. Only if I putt well with it. If I don't, then I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
We're also seeing this new driving iron in the bag. Do
Yeah.
you plan on playing it, and what's your review of it?
First off, I think it's great. You know, I like a driving iron that comes off really hot and kind of jumps off the face. It's something that you're going to use when it's really windy. I'm only going to put it in if it's kind of blowing over 20 miles an hour. But I've found a shaft and found a head that launches nicely. You know, for me, like, I don't want to swing hard, especially in the wind, but you don't want to swing hard with a 2-iron when you have it in your hand because who knows where you're going to hit it. So when it jumps off the face, you know you can just kind of make center contact and go from there.
We know in the past you've made some iron changes coming over here to Scotland. Anything going on in the bag?
Same thing. Yeah, same thing. Kind of pitching wedge through 7 iron essentially. 4, 5, 6. I have the same irons, these P7 CBs, but I just do it just kind of bounce wise coming in through this turf. The ball just sits down because it's so firm and tight out here and dry in a way that, you know, with my blades for some reason I just catch it thin all the time, and obviously worked a few years ago and have kind of done it every year.
How do you like playing golf in Scotland, and have you played Portrush before?
Haven't played Portrush. Love playing out here in Scotland. Just in Europe in general, when you play links golf, you just have to be creative and you kind of have to throw out everything out of the window and just hit shots, and it's a skill to be able to do that, and that's part of kind of how I've built my game. So hopefully you can kind of execute these shots and, you know, make a lot of putts and birdies and minimize the mistakes essentially.
All right, Collin, appreciate you. Play well.
Thank you.
And with that, unfortunately, we say goodbye to Scotland and the 2025 Genesis Scottish Open at the Renaissance Club in North Berwick, Scotland. We're not going back to the States just yet, though. Tune in next week for scenes from the 2025 Open Championship in Ireland. We'll see you next time on GolfWRX.com's video series, Inside the Ropes.